Hi. I work on, I suppose, the evidence base of researching what households are doing, what is the food waste problem. Been speaking with lots of households, asking them what they do, and also looking at, well, what types of food are actually thrown out into the bin. So we all love food. It's something that we do to connect with other people. It's also for nutrition, but unfortunately, not all of the food that leaves the paddock actually ends up in our bellies as beautiful food. So what, I suppose, I'm not sure if it's working. Yeah. So where is the problem from paddock to plate? Is it business? Is it households? In Australia, in developed worlds, we've got excellent refrigeration. So from paddock to supermarket to our homes, things are stored really, really well. And so things don't go off. So it's actually at the household level where 70% of the food waste, that's where 70% of the food waste happens. It's only 30% of business waste. So when we look in the garbage bins, we find out that of the garbage bins we take out of every week, 36% of that is food and 23% is avoidable food. That's food that we could have actually eaten. So what does that look like? 23%, it's like taking 4 bags out to the rubbish bin, and one of those bags is food that we could have actually eaten. What are the top sort of foods that we find that are thrown out? Bakery, meals, either pre-prepared or they're takeaway, dairy, eggs, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. They're foods that never actually end up being made into a meal. When we ask people if they think they waste that much, most of them, 90%, say, yeah, okay, I waste more than I should, but most say that they waste very little. But when we press them, ask them to calculate how much that would actually cost them, it's $39 a week. That's $2,000 a year on food they could have eaten. What's preventing them, or what's making it hard to avoid food waste? One is just the lack of awareness that it's even happening. There's also hectic lifestyles. We've got kids and parents going to lots of activities, and also just the worry about wanting to provide for the family, making sure they've got enough food just in case they want to eat more. There's also the impulse buys, buying things that are not on the shopping list, your 2-for-1s, your special offers. What are the benefits of avoiding food waste? Well, people said that one was saving money, another one was being a good role model to their children. Also feeling, I suppose, in control of the household, so that it's being managed well. And they've got, things organised. And also another benefit they saw was they were doing the right thing by the environment. So there's quite a lot of environmental impacts with food. There's energy, water, waste, carbon emissions. So for every 1 kilo of food waste that we throw out, there's 1.6 kilos of carbon emissions. So that's quite high as a type of material that we throw into the landfill that's actually generating those emissions. As for the land use, it's really high impact as well. So globally, they say that the amount of food waste we create is actually equivalent to 30% of our agricultural land. So that's a global figure, but 30% is quite significant. So what can we do? We can do quite a lot. Most of the behaviours that are going to make an impact and help us to reduce waste are sort of the food planning behaviours. There's storage and storage behaviours, there's cooking behaviours, knowing what to do, but it's mostly to do with the planning. So one of them is check your fridge before you go shopping, particularly the fridge. The pantry does pretty well. It's not often the pantry stuff that's going off, but the fridge items, the fresh food is really going off, and we don't get around to using it. The other one is making a menu plan. Now, it might just be a few days per week, Monday to Thursday. It's tricky, entertaining, making sure you've got enough food. So just trying at least for a few days to do a menu plan. And there's also making a shopping list and sticking to it. So whether it's a piece of paper or the modern technology, but ticking off what you need to buy as you go around the supermarket. So all those three behaviours, if we're able to avoid that food waste, we end up with healthy people, healthy communities, healthy families. We manage to save up to $2,000 per year in our household budget, and we are able to reduce our impact on the environment. So, thank you.